Welcome back to Vidra Embedded channel. So in the last tutorial we have seen adding a include pass to the project folder as well as applying a patch to the FreeRTOS folder. So today I am going to explain the target configuration. So this is the most important part of the configuration for the Sager system view integration. So let's go ahead and open the user manual again. So we have configured this one step and we have also seen this one. This means generic files need to be added to the Sager folder, and the generic configuration they're asking us to configure the Sager system view config.h under 4.2 section, that is initializing the system view. So they have provided one sample example here. So the system information are sent by the application. This information can be configured via defined in Sager system view config system.c, that is freertos.c, and add a call to the Sager system view config. So now what we will do is we will configure all these files starting from here, that is generic configuration. So first we will go ahead and look at the or modify this generic configuration first. Go to CubeIDE, go to Sager folder, expand the config and open this Sager system view config.h file. So if you scroll down a little bit, we'll be able to see all the options. So here we need to change or we need to provide the RTT buffer. So this is the buffer where the RTT events will be stored. We need to give the buffer size. So the recommended buffer size is 8 KB. So now we have given 8 KB of the RTT buffer size. That's all from this file. Save this file. So what we have done here is we have only configured the RTT buffer size. Now go and open the Sager system view config underscore freertos.c file. So here we need to change couple of parameters. Go down. So if you want to change your system view app name, you can change it here. I'll change this name to Blinky application. So FreeRTOS Blinky application, and the target device name is I'm using STM32L476 Discovery. I'll give the same name, STM32L476G Discovery. So I have provided the name, and we need to give the RAM base. This is the lowest RAM address for the IDs. Okay, so we need to configure this parameter also. So this is the RAM address, starting address of the RAM. So you can able to find your RAM address of your particular board. So that is the start address of the RAM is 20000000. So I'll change from 1 to 2, and that's all. Save this file. So now what we have done is we have configured the Sager system view config.h. Here we have edited the RTT buffer size, changing from 1 KB to 80 KB, and we have also changed this file. So where we have actually changed the name of the system view app name, that is FreeRTOS Blinky application, and I have also changed the target device name. So name it to my board. So I'm using this STM32L476 Discovery board, and we need to also change the RAM base address. So that is 20000000. So now we have configured these generic files, and also we have configured the RTOS specific file. This is the RTOS specific file, that is Sager system config freertos.h file. Sorry, freertos.c file. Now they are asking us to call the Sager system view config. So before that we need to include this include file. So I'll go ahead and include this file also into main. So open the main.c and include the Sager system view.h, and they are asking us to call this API. So Sager system view config. I'll call this. So we need to call this API call before the task creation or before the start of the scheduler. So I have created here. Save it here. So let's go ahead and look at. So now the generic part of Sager system is now ready to monitor the application. Okay, this is not for the application, and so download the application to the target and let it run. As long as the system view application is not connected, and Sager system view start cannot be called. So to start the application, we need to call this API. So copy this API call and paste it here. So save the application. So we need to also change the some of the parameters in rtask.config.h file. So open the free rtask.config.h file here and scroll down, and you need to enable this macro. So that is config use trace facility, because we need this. So enable this, changing from 0 to 1, and come down. At the end, we need to add one include file here, that is Sager system view freertask.h file. I'll repeat the steps again. We have configured the Sager system view config.h file, where we have changed the buffer, and we have also changed this freertask.c file, so where we have given the name, also changed the device name, also we have updated the RAM base address. So now we have configured everything according to this documentation. Let's go ahead and build the project, and let's see if there are any errors or not. So to do that, click on this project and click on this hammer button here to build the project. Now the project is building. Now the build is completed successfully without any errors and warnings. What we have done is we have completed the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, which contains all the configuration related to the target. Now in the next tutorial I am going to explain how we can take a single shot recording and how can we convert the ST-Link to J-Link for the continuous recording. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel.